What bugs you so much about immigrants being here undocumented? You're a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am. Don't worry.
What do you like about Trump?
Um, well, a few things to be honest. I mean, I would say immigration is probably number one. That's probably the main thing I would say.
What bugs you so much about immigrants being here undocumented?
I would say that I don't know what tangible benefit they bring to me or to the country, to be honest.
Mm, they obviously add in the economy, right?
Yeah, but GDP growth for who? I mean, my wages going my wages are going to go down. You
They
know,
they create
competition.
demands.
Oh, okay, but and I respect your point, and I see where you're coming from. But overall, we're supposed to help the Trump's message is supposed to help the middle class to lower class Americans. So what about that 17-year-old that's trying to get a job desperately? He has less bargaining power, and honestly, the employer is less likely to hire him because these undocumented immigrants probably take less of a wage,
They're only
and
3% of the market, though, so they're not even 3% of the market.
I still value them. I still care about my poorer
So
Americans.
you're saying, well, it doesn't affect me in a good way, so I don't care, but I feel for people around me when they're affected. They are affecting you in a positive way more than anything, right? They do all of these things, and Trump is spending $140 billion trying to kick them out. And to me, it just doesn't make sense. The math ain't mathin'. I don't know. I really don't know the motives for any of Trump's stuff anymore. Trump's just so untrustworthy, in my opinion. Uh,
First of all, they're a fiscal burden. They take more in benefits than they give into the system. You can look at this in New York City. I live in New York City. I live in Manhattan, and New York City had to cut 5% of its agencies to deal with this undocumented immigrant. So
yeah,
that means
just
that
because of the
high schools are
surge.
getting
It's just
what?
a surge for 1 year. It was just the
These
surge.
people, no, we're going to be having to pay for these people their whole lives. They don't have a high school diploma.
No,
People that don't have high school,
if they're
they don't have
working
a
a
high school
job,
diploma.
they're obviously not not working, right? Like you just complained that they're taking your
Do,
jobs. Now
do
they're not
all low,
working.
do all, do all low skill jobs give more into the federal government than receive? That's not true. It depends on wages. It depends on how much you're making. It's not
Almost all
based
of
on if
it
you have
you
a
go
job or
and you
not.
spend here in the economy. So they go buy groceries from
No, that's
local
not true.
stores. Yeah, they do.
No.
They pay rent here. At the very least, they take the majority of their salaries and they pay rent and eat. And then they send money home, which also is helpful to our economy.